He just pointed to that necklace around your neck. So was that him, or did you wear that in memory?
Yeah.
He says, Matt, she's hiding that right now. He says, but she keeps me right next to her heart.
Yeah, I do.
No, there's a couple souls that are stepping forward. But Ryan, first of all, when I'm connecting, that was your grandfather that passed?
Yeah.
And he was in the military here in the physical world, correct?
Yes.
Because right away, when I saw, he got my attention, because when you guys are here, I see your loved ones in spirit. And you know that he was right behind you, all dressed up in his military uniform, back being young, because he said to me, Matt, this is how I wanted to be remembered. This is how I wanted to be remembered. And he actually tells me that your family has his old service photos from way back in the day.
And everyone says him and I look alike when he was young.
And your grandfather's saying, he gets it from me. He gets it from me. Is that true?
Yes.
So no,
I'm actually in the military, so I took it from him.
Oh my God, no wonder why. Listen, this is why your loved ones come through, right? It's because sometimes your soul aligns with them. And the fact that your grandfather was in the military here in this world, and then you're here and you're following his own footsteps, it's his way of acknowledging that. He also tells me his name was passed down here in this world as well.
Yes.
So he wants to thank your family for the way that they honored him in passing down his name. But what's also interesting is I have another soul that's also coming through that I feel is here. Is this your wife?
Yes.
So I got to tell you, I feel like that there's a soul that's here with you that passed under mysterious circumstances here in this world.
Your son.
Okay, he's here. Because right away, when I was connecting, I kept hearing, I have to come through, I have to come through. And right away, he's showing me visions on how he had died. And this is crazy because he was just young when he had passed away here in the physical world when I'm connecting with him.
6 months ago.
So first of all, this is the reason why you're very lucky that he's coming through. Sometimes it takes up to a year's time for souls to step forward because they have to learn about the other side and how to come through and how to speak. I'm going to be honest with you. I have to share some things with you that are going to be really hard and really emotional. And first of all, your son keeps telling me, Matt, you have to tell my mom to keep living life. You have to tell my mom that it's okay for her to answer the phone, for her to leave the house, to go and enjoy life, because you keep saying that the most precious thing was taken away from you. How can you live life? You lived life for your son here in this world. But I'm going to be honest with you. You need to forgive yourself, because when I'm connecting with him, I feel this pain that you're feeling right here in your chest right now as we speak. And you keep feeling like you could have saved his passing here in this world or saved him here in this world.
Yeah.
Your son said to me, Mom, you already saved me and you didn't realize it. You saved him because his life growing up could have been terrible, but you gave him an amazing childhood. You gave him amazing memories. And that's why your son is so strong with you right here and right now. I'm going to tell you this. You've been having such a hard time because your son tells me that you've been constantly talking to him, asking him for signs, asking him to show you that he's there. And you feel like you haven't gotten any signs yet. Is that true?
Yeah.
Know that your son said to me, Matt, I'm here right now to let her know that even though she doesn't sense or feel me just yet, I'm still there and with her. He's just learning and figuring out the spirit world right now. But what your son needs to let you know is this. You met this amazing man who came into your life at the time when you needed it most. You know, what's tough is this. When I'm connecting with your son, he keeps showing me they were trying to save him here in this world. So were they reviving him or trying to bring him back here in the physical?
Yes.
Because I just saw, okay, people yelling, stay with me, stay with me. When I hear that in my ear, that's their way of acknowledging they were reviving him, trying to bring him back. But he said to me, Matt, I know how he had died. He shows me him having loss of oxygen to his head. He says, and Matt, my brain was gone. I just saw his brain swell up when I'm connecting with him. And he says to me, there was no way that I was going to be able to survive. So he says, Matt, please tell my mom that even though you're upset with doctors, the people that were caring for him at the time, he says to me, Matt, please tell my mom to let that anger go. There was no way that I was going to be able to survive this. But what I need you to know is that I am always here and with you. And he just pointed to that necklace around your neck. So was that him, or did you wear that in memory?
Yeah.
He says, Matt, she's hiding that right now. He says, but she keeps me right next to her heart.
Yeah, I do.
He also tells me that it's okay for you to go into his room. He tells me that you don't want to go into his room.
That's actually where we're at.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that you've been in there? Because you don't like to go in, correct?
It's not quite the first time, but I don't really like to come in here that often, no.
Your son says to me, Mom, he says, you need to change that room around. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because every day that you walk past that room, it's a nightmare for you. You're being stuck in the past because you walk by that room and it breaks your heart because you see it empty and you think of your son not being here. He says, please tell my mom she's got the permission to change that room. Make it into something that's going to bring the two of you happiness, a family room, a den, whatever it may be. Because here's what's so amazing. No matter what you change that room into, it's still going to hold on to his energy. You will still feel your son in that room. Whether you make it an art room, an office, a family room, whatever you make it into, your son's energy is still in that room. So please know that. And please know that he's your angel with you every single day. Listen, I know that you have a long way to go towards healing, and it's not going to happen overnight. And I can't even begin to imagine what you're going through. But I really hope that this reading here validates that every day that you go by, I hope that it shows you that you are not alone, that your son is there, and he's just an angel that's watching over you in spirit.
Thank you.
I want to thank you both for being here.